Gracie's here. Hi.
Ya ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na ya na 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 ya 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 na 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 ya na ya na 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 ya na na ya na ya na ya na na ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya 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 na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na na ya na ya na ya na na ya na 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 ya na na ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya na 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 ya 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 na 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 ya na. Shabbat Shalom, good to see you. Glad you're here. Let's get started with some Kabbalat Shabbat on page 10. We'll sing Yadid Nefesh. Sing out loud, dance out loud. Yadid Nefesh Al Parachaman Mishoch Avdach Eretz Zonah Yamut Avdach Kamo Ayam Yishtachabeh Mul Hadorav Ki Yeravlo Yadidutach Mino Fatzu Vechotam Adonai Ziv Haolam Nafshi Chola Ahavata Ana Ilna Refanava Beharolam Noam Ziva Az Titchazeh V'Tidrabe V'Hayata Allah Shivchat Olam V'Tiyemu Rachamecha V'Chuzna Al Beno Ohava Ki Zeh Kama Niksof Niksaf Libo B'Tiferet Uza Ana Eli Machman Libi Ushana Ve'al Titalam Yigalena Uvos Chavim Alai Et Suka Sheloma Ta'ir Eretz Mikvoda Nagira V'nismecha Ba Maher Ahu Ki Bamoed Chonei Ki Me'olam Yana na 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 yana na 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 yana na yana na yana na na yana na yana na 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 yana na yana na yana na na yana na yana na yana na yana na yana na Repeat after me. Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Vizmi Bot Navialo. I think I could do all of Kalabalat Shabbat like that. I love that so much. Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Vizmi Bot Navialo. Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Vizmi Bot Navialo. Don't be shy, you can daven out loud because I'm going to. Ki el gadol Adonai u'malach gadol al kol Elohim asher biyado mechkari haaretz v'toafot harim lo asher lo hayam v'esau v'yabeshet et yadav yatzaru bo nishtachave v'nichra nivracha livnei Adonai Oseinu. Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Vizmi Bot Navialo. Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Vizmi Bot Navialo. Ki hu Eloheinu v'anachnu amarito v'tzon yado hayom im bekolo tishma'u al takshu levavchem kimrivav ki yom asa bamidbar asher nisuni avotechem v'chanuni gam ra'u fo'ali. Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Vizmi Bot Navialo. Lechu neranena Ladonai Naria Litzur Yishenu Nekad Mafana Betoda Vizmi Bot Navialo. We're at the bottom of page 12 at the arrow. Repeat after me. Arba'im Shana Aku bedur Va'omar Am to'ei levavhem V'hem lo yadeu derachai. We'll do this last line together. Asher nishbati v'api im yama'un al manuchati. Psalm 96, Shirul Adonai. Shirul Adonai, kol haaretz. Shirul Adonai, shir chadash. Shirul Adonai, kol haaretz. Shivu shir. To God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shirul Adonai kol haaretz. Shirul Adonai shir chadash. We'll join together together at the arrow at the bottom of page 14. Yismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz yiram hayam umela'o yalo sadai v'chol asher bo aziranenu kol hatzeyar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz. Let's do this together. Yishpot tevel b'tzedek v'amim b'emunato. Turn over to page 15, Psalm 97. Adonai malach tagel haaretz yismechu iyim rabim anan varafel savivam tzedek u'mishpat mechon kisa'o. You can keep davening that to yourself in English or in Hebrew. Eshlef anavtelech la'itzah yitzah heru b'lakavte b'alayta. Shalom u'v'tismach b'zion. We're going to join together at the bottom. This is page 17. Mizmor shir Adonai shir chadash ki niflaot asa hoshia lo yemino uzero vakocho udia Adonai Yeshuato le'enei hagoyim gilad zikato zachar chasto Yeshuat Elohim Harihul Adonai Kol Haaretz Pitzku V'ranenu V'zameru Zamul Adonai Bechinor V'kol Zimra B'chatzotrot V'kol Shofar Rihu Livnei HaMelech Adonai Yiram Hayam Umelot Tevel V'yoshebei Shabbaton.
Making our way through the Psalms. We're at Psalm 99, which starts on page 19. Adonai malak yukazu amim Yoshev keruvim tanu da'aretz Adonai betzion gadol V'ram hu al kol amim Yode'u shimcha gadol v'nora kadosh hu Oz melech mishpat ohev Ata konata Mishpat Yaakov ata asita Ishtachavu la'adom rak la'avarash. We're going to join together in the middle of the psalm. It's on page 20, I think. Yeah. The top of 20, Moshe v'Aharon. And this is a melody that comes from Nava Tehillah. And I want to teach it to you. It goes like this. Moshe v'Aharon v'Choana Shemuel b'Choreshemo Moshe v'Aharon b'Choana Shemuel b'Choreshemo. Let's try that. Moshe v'Aharon. Moshe v'Aharon b'Choana And the second part is like this. Let's try it from the beginning. Moshe v'Aharon b'Choana Shemuel b'Choreshemo Moshe v'Aharon b'Choana Shemuel b'Choreshemo. Korim. Korim el Adonai. Vehu. Yanim. Korim el Adonai. Vehu. Yanim. We'll do the beginning part one more time. I have very fond memories of being in Yerushalayim, singing this with Nava Tehillah, and I think the song went on for like 15 minutes, but I won't do that to you. But we'll sing the beginning part one more time. Moshe v'Aharon b'Choana Shemuel b'Choreshemo Moshe v'Aharon b'Choana Shemuel b'Choreshemo. Thanks for trying that with me. Yeah, I think the Nava Tehillah Kabbalat Shabbat, it was just Kabbalat Shabbat, not even Mariv, and I think it was more than 2 hours, but it didn't feel like it. You know, Rabbi Adam and I like to say it's not how long the service is, it's how long the service feels. And it did not feel like a long service. That everyone was just singing and singing and singing, and we could have gone all night. But anyways. Page 21, Psalm 29. I invite you to stand if you can. Mizmor David, Habul Adonai b'nei Elim, Habul Adonai, Kavod ba'oz, Hayaya, Habul Adonai, Kavod shemo, Hishtachabul Adonai, B'hadrat Kodesh, Kol Adonai, Al Hamayim, El
וישבר אדוני את ארזי הלבנות, ויקידם כמו עגל לבנון בסריון, כמו בן רעמים, היה כל אדוני חוצב להבות אש, כל אדוני יחיל מדבר, יחיל אדוני מדבר קדש, כל אדוני יכול איילות ויחסו יערות ובהיכלו כולו אומר כבוד. היה אדוני למה בויו שם וישב אדוני מלך לעולם, אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. יענה 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 יענה
Here we are at Lecha Dodi. Lecha Dodi, come my beloved. This week I was with my kids and I was thinking about how big they are and how little they used to be, but then I was also thinking about how they're the littlest that they're ever going to be right now, if it's about that. But anyways, time only moves in one direction. And we have to just enjoy every single moment of it. And so here is this Shabbat, the one Shabbat of January 20th, 2023 that we have. Here it is. Let's welcome it. Come, come, my beloved.
Lecha Dodi Ligrat Kala Pane Shabbat Pane Shabbat Nekabela Shamo Bezachur Bedibur Echad Hishmianu El Hameyuchad Adonai Shemu Tiferet Benitila Lecha Dodi Ligrat Kala Pane Shabbat Pane Shabbat Negabah Ligrat Shabbat Lechu V'necha Ki Mekor ha-beracha merosh mikadem nesucha sof maaseh v'machshava tchila lecha dodi ligrat kala pane shabbat pane shabbat nekabela Migdash melech imelucha kumi zehi mitoch avdecha ramlach shebech emech habacha behu yachamol alaychem lalecha tov yaina na na legrat kala Shabbat, Pane Shabbat, Nekabela, Lecha Dodi, Ligrat Kala, Pane Shabbat, Nekabela. dodi ligrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. We're on page 25, the last 3 verses. V'hayu shisa shosayich v'rachaku komevalayich yasis alayich Elohayich kimsos chatan al kala lecha dodi ligrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi ligrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela yamin usmo tifrotzi be'etz Adonai ta'amitzi al yadish ben parzi ben ismecha ben nagila lecha dodi ligrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi ligrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela boi b'shalom ateret ba'ala gam besimcha u'b'tzola toch emuneh al segula boi chala lecha dodi lecha dodi ligrat kala pene Shabbat nekabela. We'll just turn over one page to Psalm 92, a psalm for Shabbat. Tov le'odot l'Adonai u'lezamer l'shimcha elyon, lahagi b'boker hastecha v'munatcha b'leilot, alei asor v'alei navel, alei hikayon b'chinor, ki simchtani Adonai b'folecha, b'masach yadecha aronen. And we'll join together at this line. Magalu ma'asecha Adonai, how great are the things that you make, God. Me'odam kumachshavotecha, how amazing are the things that you think about. Magalu ma'asecha me'odam kumachshavotecha. Let's sing it again. Magalu masechaya me'odam ku makshavotecha. Tzadik katamai vrach ke'erez marvanon iskeh. I'd like to pick a new key. Can we just have a do-over? Because I want to enjoy this moment, and sometimes that happens. And all right. Tzadik katamai שתוי בבית אדוני בחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד ינובו בשיבה דשנים ורעננים יהיו להגיד כי ישר אדוני צורי צורי ולא עברת בו. Adonai Malach. I'm not on the right page. Just a moment. Gehud lavesh lavesh Adonai oz hitazar avti gon konti vel baltimo nachon ki zacham meaz meolam ata naseu naharot Adonai naseu naharot kolam yiseu naharot doch yam mikol admayim rabim adirim mishperei Bamarom Adonai Edotecha Na'amnu me'od Levetcha na'bakodesh Adonai Le'orach yamim.
Would you like to lead us in Kaddish, Rabbi?
For those who are remembering someone tonight, I invite you to join together. Yikadal v'yikadash meraba, bi'almad yivrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael, b'agala uv'izman kariv v'yimru.
Amen.
Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam olmei olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha B'rechu le'elah min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'yimru Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru. Amen. Just a quick thought before we go on to the second part of our service and on to dinner. In the 1930s or 40s, a rabbinic scholar named Max Kedushin wrote a book called The Rabbinic Mind, in which he drew a contrast between Greek thought and Hebrew thought. Greek thought, said Kedushin, follows a linear path from proposition ultimately through an agreed upon statement. It follows a logical order that's been laid out since the time of Aristotle. Hebrew thought, said Kedushin, is not so linear, is not so organized. Come to any of our Shabbat or Seder dinner tables and you would know that. We are not a linear and organized thinking group of people. We are, Kedushin said, an associative group of people. We think in associations, and one idea leads to the next, leads to the next, leads to the next. And so the visual of Jewish thought is not a line but a web. He wrote this in the 1930s or 40s. In the early 1990s, when this new thing called the internet was starting to emerge, a book appeared called The Talmud and the Internet, in which a rabbi who was starting to understand this new technology said, look how the internet works like Hebrew thought. It doesn't go from beginning to end. There is no first page of the internet. Rather, it's associative. It is literally a worldwide web. It jumps from thing to thing, from link to link, and so too does the Talmud. There is technically a first page to the Talmud, but in order to understand the very first page of the Talmud, you have to know about something which is said over here, and something which is said over there, and something which is said in a third place. It is designed like a web that you can enter at any point, and that will take you on a journey through the whole of Jewish thought. I experience prayer services, and I particularly experience Kabbalat Shabbat as a web of mental associations. Each one of these psalms, each one of these melodies takes me somewhere. Sometimes it takes me somewhere physically, to the first place that I heard them, to a place where I sang them with others. Sometimes it takes me to a relationship, to a person I associate with that melody, with those words. Sometimes it takes me on a journey through time and helps me connect with someone or someplace which is no longer a part of my life with my eyes open, but is very much a part of my life with my eyes closed. And so I just wanted to open up. We're a small group and we can talk to each other. I wanted to open up if you have an association from one of the psalms that we sang, one of the tunes that you heard tonight. Did it take you somewhere? Did it take you to someone? Did it invite something different into the room? Did it transport you in some way that was meaningful? I'd love to hear from a few people. If there's a moment in Kabbalat Shabbat that takes you on a journey.
It's not one specific song, it's the cantors singing that takes me into an atmosphere just of comfort, of peace. It makes me happy. It gives me that solitude of just knowing that I'm with people who care, I'm with my wife, and the music just puts an amazing soul to happiness. And the cantor does that for me.
Thank you, Andy.
Can I get an amen? Carl.
I have to echo that. I came for a Kaddish, and I feel like I got a concert. It was amazing, Kabbalat Shabbat. Among the many things on my mind was the passing of David Crosby this week, and I felt these songs resonated with the harmonies that he had, and I was in the moment. It was just beautiful. I can't wait to the next Kabbalat. It was great.
So we have two that's about the atmosphere in general. Is there a moment in particular?
Well, the Dodili in particular. First, I did a lot when I was in college. I loved the Israeli dancing, and the Dodili was my most favorite. And I just remembered the joy of the dancing and feeling the music and feeling the spirituality, and just that's always been with me. And then also Dodili are the rings show, and it makes me think of when we got married. We both had the Dodili rings and at the wedding, and so it does bring me that special time every time. That it's so beautifully done.
So Shabbat, L'Chadodi, is an invitation of beloved, but it brings you to your beloved, and it brings you to a deeply loved time in your life. Beautiful. Thank you.
The particular melody that you used for Tzadi Katamar is one that I remember when I was a kid in USY, and I remember singing it and harmonizing when I did have a voice, But thinking about USY and that our USYers are away on a Kinus at Ramah this weekend, so it kind of all comes around.
"29 of them, the largest delegation in the Southern California region, are at Camp Ramah this weekend." Oh, do you want to say something about a moment here that brought that to mind?
Well, that was mine as well. As we shipped the girls off today to Camp Ramah, and as I'm thinking about and hearing when I was at Camp Ramah the same tunes that you brought, I brought my kids with me here to Kabbalat Shabbat, and all of our kids. We're all sitting here, and then so many of our kids and families are up having a peaceful Shabbat, hopefully tonight, enjoying together. So thank you for transporting me back with my kids.
Any final reflections? A psalm, a melody that transports you, that takes you somewhere.
For me, it was Lachado D. And when you started out, it took me back to when we were visiting Allie during her junior year at Hebrew U. And for Friday night, we went to Ikar, which is an all Karlbach minyan in Jerusalem. And having grown up in a pretty traditional, albeit, Cantor Model was pretty progressive, the melodies were a lot older. They're now several decades old. And it was my first exposure to Karl Bach and melodies, an entire service oriented like that. And it sort of it opened the door a little bit. And with Amy, you just kicked that door wide open when I first met you, because it's exposed me, it's exposed this congregation, not only to those melodies, but to probably hundreds more that you know and that you've shared a lot with us. So for Lachado D, for me, was that progression.
And every service, it's different. Tonight it was Magadlu. It's a beautiful melody written by a rabbi named Shefa Gold, who specializes in Jewish chant. And I first heard that melody when I was a senior in college, and I went to Ikar in Los Angeles for the first time. And every melody at Ikar, this is the synagogue that I met Anne at, this is the first synagogue that I worked at, every melody is sung as a davening team with a whole collection of leaders, except for Magadlu. Rabbi Brous keeps that for herself. And her voice just comes in, and it's not a perfect voice, but it's a beautifully strong voice. And it just comes out and up, and I remember so clearly being a senior in college and hearing this rabbi who was at that time younger than I am now, standing up and closing her eyes and singing those words. And I remember thinking there's something beautiful here. And it started a journey that in many ways led me to tonight. I'm a Vonnegut fan. I don't know if anybody else is. One of Vonnegut's great novels, Slaughterhouse-Five, begins with the words, "Billy Pilgrim came unstuck in time." Kabbalat Shabbat unsticks me in time. And it sounds like it does for a lot of you. It takes you someplace different. That's its power. That's what it's meant to be. And so I hope you feel a little bit more connected than when you walked in the room. I hope you feel like you're a little bit somewhere else. I hope you feel like you got a taste, a touch of something transcendent. Shabbat Shalom.
We'll do a quick Mariv together, starting on page 39. Please rise. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed. You can sit down. Baruch et Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv ha'mavim b'chokma b'tei sharim. B'nu namesamed tim ma'chaliv hazmanim ha'os. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uvelayla. Adonai tzevavot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed.
Baruch ata Adonai Ha'ma'ariv Aravim.
Turn to page 40.
Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu B'shokvenu u'b'kumeinu Nasiach b'chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha U'b'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki hem chayenu Ve'omech yameinu Uvahem maneged Yomam v'layla Ve'ahavetecha tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch ata Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבביך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך והיה שמו תשמעו מצוותי אשר אנוכי מצווך היום. אדוני אלוהיך באמת ואמונו כל זאת וקיים עלינו כי הוא אדוני אלוהינו ואין זולתו ואנחנו ישראל top of 44. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה מרים ובני ישראל לך אנו שירה בשמחה רבה ואמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה נורא תהילות אוסף אלה And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. מלכותך ובניך בוקר ים לפני משה זה אלינו ואמרו Adonai yimloch leolam vaed. V'nemar ki fad Adonai et Yaakov ugalo miyad chazak mimenu. Baruch ata Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom b'hamidenu malkeinu l'chayim u'fros l'enu sukat shlomecha. Taknenu beit sabat hova mefenecha b'oshienu l'man shenach b'hagei b'adenu. B'aser sinenu tebe v'chem Abraham v'Yaakov asna. Tzalken afech v'tastirenu malachanu b'rachel ata. U'shmor tzeitzenu u'boenu l'chaim u'l'shalom me'ata ve'ad olam u'febos aleinu Baruch ata Adonai, הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו, ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. ושם עברו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם בבית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. יתגדל ויקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קירותי בהמליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעלם ולעלמי עמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה בשירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירה בעלמה ויאמרו amen. We take a moment and pray quietly. Shalom Ra'am HaYisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam Shalom Ra'am HaYisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom Ki Ata Hu Melech Adon Lechol HaShalom Shalom Ra'am HaYisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam Shalom Ra'am HaYisrael Amecha Tasim Leolam V'tov be'einecha levarech et Amecha Yisrael bechol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם תשים לעולם תשים לעולם יגדל ויגדש שמי רבם בעמד דברה קירותי בהמליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה בזמן קריב במבוא אמן יהי שמי רבם מבורך לעולם ולעולמי עמיה יתברך וישתבח ויפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתעלה שמי דקודשה ברכו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בעלמם ומיבוא אמן תקבל צלותינו ותחון תכל ישראל כל דם אבהון דבשמיא ומיבוא אמן יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיא וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ומיבוא אמן עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל ומיבוא אמן.
We're going to turn to page 55, and I invite, is it Anne and Rachel coming up to do Kiddush for us? In honor of Women's Club Shabbat? Okay, do we have someone doing Kiddush tonight? No? Okay. Okay. Amazing. Come. Page 55. All right. Can we get some kiddush? Let's do this. Without the juice, right. Sorry, that's okay. We'll go ahead and sing Aleinu on page 56 and then we'll do Kiddush. Aleinu leshavech ladon hakol, latei gedula liyotzer bereshit, shelo asanu kegoyei haratzot, velo samanu kumishpechot ha'adama, shelo sam chalkenu kahem, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלאכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובה מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, כך כתוב בתורה
וידעת היום, וידעת היום בהושבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת. אין עוד, אין עוד. על כן נקווה לך אדוני אלוהינו לראות מהרה בתפארת וזכר להעביר גילולים מן הארץ, ועלים קרות יקריתו לך בשלם וכל מדיין בשר קרוב בשמך להפנות אליך כבשל תמלוך עליהם מהרה. ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. We'll turn back to page 55 and Jill will lead us in Kiddush.
Thank you. Savri, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kisher mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, b'shabbat kodsho b'havav ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikrei kodesh, zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim. Kivanu v'acharta, v'yotanu kidashta, im kol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'yahava uvratzon, hinchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat.
Amen. Yasher koach. Thank you. We'll turn to page 58, Kaddish Yatom. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra kirute ve'amlich malchute, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv, v'miru. Amen. Yehe shemei Rabbah mevarach la'olam olamei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitalev v'yitalal shemei dekudsha brichu. La'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiram be'alma v'miru. Amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'miru. Amen. Ose shalom b'mramav huya se shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'miru. Amen. With that, we've got some announcements from our new president.
Thank you, Cantor. What a beautiful start to the Shabbos weekend. Very special Shabbaton Women's Club weekend. Thank you so much, Cantor, for bringing Kabbalat Shabbat, a really special Kabbalat Shabbat. I was telling Rabbi I've been transported 5-6 times in the last hour, so thank you so much. The amazing weekend continues tomorrow, thanks to the Women's Club, with services beginning here at 9:30. However, before that, Torah study with Rabbi Spitz at 8:30, Davener's workshop with Cantor Amy Robinson-Katz at 9 o'clock. We also have in addition to this incredible Shabbaton weekend, this Women's Club weekend, next weekend, another incredible Shabbaton, the David Swirsky weekend, Shabbaton weekend, which is, we'll be talking a lot this year about building this village. And we have an opportunity next weekend to see our incredible Orange County village and be in partnership with Shir Hamalot and CSP. It's an amazing opportunity to come out and see how we are surrounded by a vibrant and supportive and wonderful Jewish community right here in our region. We hope to see you all there, and Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharim, Malachi Elyon. Mi melech Malachi HaMelachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem. Boachem Shalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. Mi melech Malachi
Barchuni. Barchuni leshalom, Malachi hashalom, Malachi elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Tzedchem. Tzedchem leshalom, Malachi hashalom, Malachi elyon. Mi melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu. Good Shabbos, Shabbat Shalom.